We didn't think we'd ever have another normal day.
Behind the tonsil, there was an almond-sized tumor.
Alex actually had the ALK mutation. Had she been diagnosed today, she would have been treated completely differently.
I felt like we had finally cured her. Hi, I'm Liz.
Can I give you a hug?
Yes, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. I feel like I know you guys. I've heard about you before. So meeting you today actually felt like I wasn't meeting you for the first time, as strange as that sounds. I think mostly because of the shared experience of having a child so sick and just wanting so much for a cure. And he's doing well.
He is, yeah.
The fact that you're here with Philip and you're talking about how well he's doing is such a gift to me as a mom. Hello there. You must be Philip.
Well, I can't even put into words what it is to be sitting next to you two. Philip wouldn't be here. And I am a crier, and I apologize for
You don't
that.
have to apologize for
are.
crying.
But, you know, the doctors told us that he wouldn't survive, and we just continued with his journey. And we didn't even know that the clinical trial that he was in, that was helping him, we didn't know that it was funded by Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation until later.
Yeah.
It was later.
It was, yeah. I think Dr. Mazzei brought it up to us.
She did. After, you know, the scans were coming back that it was working, and it was our last shot at helping him survive.
People need to know, hey, there's someone here that isn't supposed to be alive, and he's a perfectly normal 9-year-old boy now because of this trial.
Has to be different for kids in the future,
Yeah.
right? Or everything Alex went through, and to raise $1 million to let people know that research for kids' cancer needs funding. I feel like all of that is for nothing if we're not seeing progress, and that's why I love meeting you guys.
We didn't think we'd ever have another normal day.
We took him in for a tonsillectomy, and the surgeon came in and said, I got the tonsils out, but behind the tonsil there was an almond-sized tumor.
Oh my God.
So
you were shocked when they
we
said
were
Yeah,
shocked.
we were.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We were shocked. So the surgery was on Friday. By that next Friday, he had his diagnosis and he was getting his first round of chemo
that Friday.
Wow.
in a week from that surgery. 5 rounds
5
of,
rounds chemo,
and then scans.
And they
And-
said it looked like they gave him water. He
had
actually had more
more.
cancer.
More cancer.
So then they did immunotherapy and did 12 rounds. And they're like, right now we're just keeping the cancer at bay. We don't know what the next step is.
He asked, he said, so then Philip won't reach adulthood? And they said no. They said at this point, we're just gonna do all we can to give him more time.
Right,
but we
give him
can't-
more time.
We can't tell you, what we're gonna do.
Our doctor in Pittsburgh said, I want you to go to Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's what she
And
said.
I think you need to meet Dr. Mazzei.
She's like, would you be willing to maybe go and meet with her? And we're like, yeah. You know, would we be willing?
We never knew that much about Alex's tumor because back in those days, you didn't know that much. So she started off as like a medium risk. And then when she didn't respond to chemotherapy, she became a high risk. But that's all we knew. And fast forward maybe over 20 years, they did sequencing on her tumor. You know, they told us that Alex actually had the ALK mutation. And had she been diagnosed today, she would have been treated completely differently than what she was. And, you know, like, we didn't know whether to be happy or sad. In reality, happy that kids today could be treated differently. So it was, you know, we were kind of torn, but in the end, we were happy to know and to know that kids that were diagnosed like her with the same kind of tumors would have much better outcomes.
I mean, for me, it was when we first learned that she had the ALK mutation, for a little while, and by a little while, I mean a couple hours, I was probably a little angry. I felt like if this work had been done before, she would have survived, most likely, and saved her all those really years of chemotherapy and radiation therapy and everything that goes along with that she suffered through. But very quickly, you realize that this wasn't possible 20 years ago. And it was a combination of what she started in investing in research and the technology and just the knowledge improving over the years that allowed the discovery to be made. And then the fact that we, as a foundation, had funded the work that would have cured her was really just that full circle moment where I felt like we had finally cured her. The thing that we wanted so badly and that she wanted so badly for other kids, we had finally done for her. Honestly, it's stories like Philip's, I feel like, that really keep me going now.
Well, thank
right?
you.
That it's like that you're seeing a different outcome. I feel like Alex lives on,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
Philip and all the other kids.
We can never say thank you enough.
No.
We can't.
No, there's nothing
And
we
that's,
could ever
and that's
do.
what we tell Dr. Mose. It's like, thank you's not enough, but that's all we got.
Because of you, that Philip is the goofy person that he is. Because he is. He's a big goofball.